Where have you been? I was just taking a break and drinking some electrolytes. That's like your third break today. Yeah, it's 100 degrees today. I'll take 3 more breaks if I need to. According to who? Because there's no federal law that protects workers from extreme heat. There should be, but I don't need a federal law to protect me from getting a heat stroke or heat exhaustion. I'll protect myself. It's not that hot, so you want to cover for me? What? More people die from extreme heat than any other weather hazard, including hurricanes and floods. But if you're saying it's not too hot, then I'll take the rest of the week off and you can cover for me. No, I'm just saying, do you really need to take that many breaks? Earth's 10 hottest years on record are the past 10 years. So yes, as long as summers keep getting hotter, I'm gonna keep taking breaks to get water, shade, and rest. But there's a lot of work that needs to get done. Relax, the job's gonna get done. I'm just getting acclimated to the heat again. Besides, I'm doing you a favor. How? Work-related accidents increase by 5% when daily temperatures are above 90 degrees. So I'm just staying safe. But if you want to risk an accident and pay me workers' comp instead, no, take as many breaks as you need. Hey, are you able to come in on your day off? Is it mandatory? No, but then no thanks. You know, back in my day, we didn't have any days off. What? I was lucky if I got to sleep. I used to work all day and night sometimes. Sounds like you had bad time management skills. I get my 40 hours of work done in about 4 hours. I'm talking about work ethic. I remember I used to work 80 hours a week. And there was this one time I was so tired on my way back home, I fell asleep at the wheel. Totaled my car. Had a few broken ribs, broken arm, fractured leg, and I still showed up to work the next day. So they promoted you to CEO or what? No. So my point is you have it easy nowadays. Why? Because I don't let a multi-billion-dollar company that could fire me at any time take advantage of me? Don't get me wrong, I used to overwork like you, but then I realized I was just living to work. And there's only one group of people that will remember how much overtime and hours you put in. Who? Your family. And no, work is not your family. I'm talking about your actual family. You know you can't make up a crisis, right? What are you talking about? The only reason troops and federal agents are being deployed into American cities is supposedly because crime is out of control. But I hate to break it to you, we don't believe you. But the criminals, the immigrants, the radicals. You know what really gave it away that you guys are just fear-mongering? What? Peaceful protesters showing what's really going on in their cities. Like this. It's kind of embarrassing to say you need to deploy troops and federal agents to keep an eye on this. Where's that at? Portland. The playlist is fire and the protest looks lit, but the city itself is not how the Trump administration has falsely claimed burning down. We're just trying to keep everybody safe. You're the ones causing the harm. There's been more than 170 cases this year where US citizens were illegally detained by immigration agents. But on the bright side, you're also causing a lot more people to take the streets. What do you mean? The No Kings peaceful protests had a turnout of 5 million people in June and 7 million in October. That can't be right. But it is. I'm even partnering with the ACLU to ask people to send a message to their member of Congress calling for no secret police and no troops on our streets. No one's even gonna sign that. There you go, lying again. Over 380,000 people have already taken action, and that number is growing by the day. What are you trying to say? There's a pattern. The more the Trump administration tries to scare communities and intimidate us into silence, the more people are speaking out and participating in nonviolent movements. Somebody else just quit, so I need you guys to do a little extra work. Yeah, I'm taking my break. I'm going on lunch. Didn't you hear what I said? We're short-staffed, so you guys might need to skip out on the breaks. You're short-staffed, and I've been skipping breaks and lunches because of it for months now, but not anymore. Yeah, and I'm going back to doing my job. I'm tired of doing 3 people's jobs without extra pay. Fine, you can take 30-second breaks, but I need you guys to work faster. If you want me to work faster, then my paychecks need to be fatter. Same. My speed is directly correlated to my pay rate. Just hire more people if you want more work to be done. Technically, you guys have been getting the job done, so there's no need to hire more people. Wait, are we purposefully understaffed so the store can increase profits? Oh yeah, we're definitely not gonna keep burning ourselves out now. You can't do that. What are you gonna do? Fire us? It's not like we're gonna work slower. We're just gonna work normal, keep taking our breaks, and then you'll realize that being understaffed is actually costing you money. No, it's not. Then how come there's no cashier right now? Why are customers leaving? Wait! Warner Bros. Invited me out to London to do a few Superman activities, and I was thinking, cool, as long as it has nothing to do with heights. So of course the first thing we did was take a helicopter ride to take a closer look at the tallest building in London. The views of the city were amazing though, and definitely worth raising my blood pressure. And once we got closer, we were able to see Superman chilling at the top. But I'm actually super excited to watch this movie, especially after James Gunn opened up about what the movie is really about. An immigrant that came from other places and how we've lost the value of basic human kindness. It feels like this movie comes at a perfect time with everything that's going on, and from what I've heard, this is the Superman the world needs right now. But as soon as we safely got back down to the ground, they thought it'd be a good idea to take us right back up and zipline off a 50-story building. The good news is that I always pack backup underwear, porque uno nunca sabe. After nervously waiting, the zipline turned out to be a really fun experience. And after the zipline, it was time for this international group of creators to attend the Superman fan event in London, which getting to know them was one of my favorite parts of the trip. Here we saw a sneak preview of the movie and a Q&A with the cast, which got me hyped to see the full movie, which releases in theaters July 11th. And to perfectly end the trip, we did a meet and greet with director James Gunn, producer Peter Safran, Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Brosnahan, and David Corenswet, who play Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, and Superman. Thanks to AI, we'll be cutting down on costs. Unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to let some of you go. Why? That's the main way we'll be saving money. The plan is to eventually replace everybody at the bottom with AI. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, it is. AI is more efficient. Also, AI doesn't go on strike. It doesn't ask for a pay raise. But we're the ones that actually work and keep the company running. What do you mean? If you're really trying to cut down on costs, wouldn't it make more sense for AI to replace the most expensive and analytical jobs? Yeah, I guess. Then that means you should be the one replaced by AI. What? You and all the other senior execs that think replacing employees with AI is a good idea. No, our jobs are a little bit more complicated. Your job tasks include performance tracking, scheduling, and reporting, right? Yeah, exactly. Those are all things AI excels at. How about we just ask AI what it thinks? I already did. What did it say?
Flattening management is often a smarter and more sustainable move than replacing bottom-level workers first.
Well, it was good working with you. Hey, they're almost finished with the oil change. Cool. Now, the technician did have a couple of recommendations. Here we go. It's nothing too bad. He just noticed that your front brake pads are at 1 millimeter. What's that mean? You can drive like that forever. You just can't stop when you want to. Oh no, yeah, I definitely need to be able to stop. You can go ahead and change those. Okay. He also took this out to show you that he does recommend you change the cabin and the engine air filters since they're a little dirty. How much is it to change them? $250. Aren't those filters like 20 bucks? Yeah, but it's a pretty labor-intensive process. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, he also took out the steering wheel to show you that it's leaning a little bit towards the right, so he does recommend you do an alignment. I just came in for an oil change. And the last recommendations are to do a brake fluid flush, transmission fluid flush, royal flush, and a toilet flush. So how much is the total for everything? $2,358. Nope, just put everything back, please. I got a better solution if something breaks down. You'll be getting a $30 bump in yearly income, and you guys an average of $1,400. Nice. What about me? Oh yeah, do you have your wallet? Yep, got it right here. You're actually going to see $200 less in yearly income. We're also making cuts to Medicaid and SNAP since we need to cut down on the federal debt. How much are we reducing the federal debt by? The debt's actually going to increase by $3.4 trillion. What was the point of making cuts to Medicaid and SNAP then? I wasn't finished with the good news. The top 20% is getting an income increase of $13,000. Thanks, but I don't really need it. You can give it to them or use it for programs that benefit the people. Don't be silly. The top 0.1% will be getting an extra $290,000 from this bill. I only got $30. Yeah, you're welcome. And the best news is for corporations. We permanently lowered the corporate tax rate to 21% from the 35% it was before the 2017 tax cuts. Excellent news. So the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. Yeah, but we're doing this for you guys. By helping corporations save billions of dollars, it should trickle down and they can use that money to give you raises. Go ahead and give them a little something. No, we're using this money for stock buybacks to make ourselves even richer. Smart move. Well, everybody got more money, so you're welcome. Why do you guys look mad? Most people don't like corporate, and you just help them out a lot. It's fine. As long as they stay divided, they won't figure out they outnumber us. 99 to 1.
I've spoken Spanish to a few customers and we've gotten business from that. Would I be able to get a raise?
Nah, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
¿Hablas español? Necesito comprar unas llantas.
Sí y no, es complicado, no me quieren pagar por ser bilingüe,
Hola.
entonces no te puedo ayudar. Pero fíjate, hay un taller aquí cerca que se llama Don Chuys. Todos hablan español ahí, ellos te pueden ayudar.
Don Chuys. Ok, gracias.
What did he want? He wanted to buy some tires, but I told him we don't speak Spanish here, so I recommended the shop down the street. But you literally speak Spanish. Not according to my paycheck. Fine, how much of a raise do you want? Double? I mean, you got two employees with me. You got Christian and you got Christian. 10%, 20%. Fine. Eso.